Okay, so here we go.
Oh god, that's really high. Yay!
Aha! I did it! What's going on, Renegades? It's Josh.
And Tiana.
And we made it through the spider web, and I'm back in the water. Oh god, get out, get out,
That
get
was
out.
actually the first try since we started up.
It was.
We literally started up, Josh made it up to that point, he jumped down, and it instantly.
Yeah, so we found out what the problem was, is you don't need to jump down and attack with your sword, because apparently that's doesn't give you enough force, even though you're kind of lunging yourself forward. But nope, you just jump and drop straight down. So I'm an idiot for trying to chop with my sword. Anyways,
that's what I would have done.
welcome back to this adventure in Hyrule in Ocarina of Time.
And we have tea.
Yeah, I need to start drinking mine soon.
You guys should pause really quick, get you some tea or coffee, and join us, and we will have a nice little
Tea
chat.
party.
Yes.
Oh, that's Goat Sculptula. Hold up. I'm getting
Did
you.
they just give you money? What do they do?
They give you a gold skull, and like there's a little, oh god, it's inverted. Okay. Like it's a side mission basically. Like
Oh, okay.
later on in the game, which we may make it there throughout this series. Which, I mean, we got a few episodes planned right now, but we may end up picking this one back up, honestly, just for my sake, because it's one of my favorite games. But in Kakariko Village there's a house, and there's this family of, I guess it's just brothers really, and they have a curse, and they're all sculptureless.
I mean, okay.
It's weird. It used to freak me out as a kid, honestly. So a lot of things used to freak me out as a kid, to be honest. So, let's see. I'm trying to remember.
I was telling Mom earlier about how you're freaked out by the grudge girl and the ring girl.
Dude, something about pale girls with long white hair that walk very
Black
creepily. Yes. That walk very, very creepily freaks me out. Okay?
We were saying that we really wish that I still had my long hair, because, man, I would just scare the crap out of you.
And you might get punched in the face. I'm sorry, but it could happen.
Mickey knows about being punched in the face when somebody gets scared.
Exactly.
One of our friends is, he's one of, like, the big guys, I guess, at his haunted house. And
Which is, I think, Nightmare's Gate is the name of it, if I'm right?
I think so. It's in,
Oh god! I'm frozen in midair! What's this text box doing here?
it's in Georgia. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, so he works there, and what's his character's name? Like Zero?
Patient Zero.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he
what I
is
thought.
he looks really cool. I'll grab one of his pictures and throw it up here. I'm sure he won't mind.
But
he looks so wicked, too.
Yeah.
I love that outfit.
I guess he jumped out and scared somebody and got punched.
He's also apparently scared people so bad that they've pissed themselves, too.
Yeah, multiple times.
Which is good job, dude. Like, keep doing you.
I've never been so scared that I almost peed myself.
See, I never have either.
What was I watching the other day, and they were talking about fear poops?
Fear poops.
Yeah.
I've never had fear poops either. I can tell you the fun story that I have. It has nothing to do with fear, but
Okay.
one time as a child, you'll know this story, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I was very, very sick, under the weather,
Okay.
ill, and we were watching Jurassic Park with my uncle. And so it gets to the scene where they're up in the girl's up in the tree, and there's the long neck, the brontosaurus, and so she's all trying to pet it and whatnot. It's been forever since I've actually seen the movie.
Okay.
And she goes to pet it, and it sneezes right in her mouth. And I start laughing at her. Are you kidding me? I start laughing at first. It's hilarious. Then I'm like, oh, I got gag reflex happens. I'm like, oh god. So I'm trying to run to the bathroom, and I just spew chunks all over my grandmother's living room floor.
Gross.
All because a fake dinosaur sneezed in a girl's face, and her mouth was wide open. That is exactly what happened. No joke.
I've told you my green eggs and ham story, right?
I don't believe you have.
We might want to name this episode like gross stories or something.
Maybe.
Because I know that my family would be so mad if they're like, because that happened to my grandma the other day. We were upstairs eating because she, okay, so that's the thing I can talk about now is I resigned from my job at the police department.
2, 3, 1.
And, anyway, so she got me pizza to celebrate it and everything. Well, so we were upstairs eating. I've never heard anything gross on Family Feud until then.
Oh,
and it was disgusting. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but...
You have to tell the Family Feud part now. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, that was it. It was just like, what's something that a circus lion might do that might make you think that it's not a part of the act? And everybody's like, throw up all over everybody, poop all over everyone, spray people, and all this stuff.
That is pretty bad.
That wasn't even all of it. They talked about what would make a sexy pair of underwear unsexy, and they talked about like smell and streaks. No! And like all this stuff kept happening, and then I don't remember what else there was, but Grandma has a very sensitive gag reflex, and so she was just like, yeah, if you want to take the rest of that pizza to work with you can.
Oh, that's why you had pizza at work.
Yeah, that's why we have a pizza box over there. But anyway,
now,
so green eggs and ham story. My mom decided that she was going to read my cousin Taylor, and I don't think that Christopher was around at this point.
Okay.
But she decided that she was going to read green eggs and ham to us. And so we were like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, she made green eggs and ham for us. And so she just, made eggs and ham and just colored it with food coloring. Right. Well, somehow I had gotten sick. I don't think it was food poisoning from that. I get the stomach flu pretty often, so that's probably all it was. But Taylor was in the bathroom. He had gone and taken a shower and stuff, and this was like...
I thought you said I thought you were about to say something else. I was like, whoa!
No.
Whoa!
No. But he had gone and taken a shower, and this was like an hour later, probably. And I told Mom, I said, uh-oh, I don't feel good. And so she tried rushing me to the bathroom, but Taylor was still in there. And he opens the door, and I just spew just all over at his feet, neon green.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just, it's one of those things where people will say, for like Dr. Seuss Day and stuff like that, they'll say, oh yeah, we're going to make green eggs and ham. And I'm just like, oh. No. They did that whenever I was doing my student teaching. They had green eggs and ham, and I had to just like sit there with my cupcake and just ignore everything else.
See, we're legit starting to tell gross stories because, you have a bad reaction. Well, not a bad reaction, but you can't stand like the sound of green eggs and ham now.
Right. I
can't with peanut butter crunch.
Why?
There's one night when, once again, I was a kid, and I had eaten it earlier that day.
Okay.
And later that night, I just got sick as a dog. I don't know why, but I ended up having to throw up in the toilet and whatnot. I was like 3 or 4 at this time, and I distinctly remember just the taste of that coming back up, obviously.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I've never attempted to eat peanut butter crunch again.
Yeah.
Like, and that, you have to think, that's been like 21 years ago, dude.
Yeah, it had to have been a while.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, I was like 3 or 4 at the time. It was when we were living in Strawberry Plain still, so yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that is a long time.
Yeah. What do here? Oh, I need a birthday.
So, have we talked on the channel before about our honeymoon?
No.
Okay, so our honeymoon, of course we traveled for a honeymoon.
Not too far.
I mean, it wasn't too far. It was just a couple hours away. And obviously local people will know of Gatlinburg, and probably some other people will, because it's a pretty big, visitor place, like a tourist place.
It really is, yeah.
Anyway, so that part aside, Josh and I, we get to the to our honeymoon hotel or whatever. I think we might have gone out, and no, we didn't go out. We ordered in Didn't we order? No, we didn't order.
Not that night, no, we didn't. Because we literally, because it was so late when we got there.
Yeah.
It took us a lot longer than we expected to get there. So it was so late, here's exactly what happened. I remember we got there, we sat down, we recorded the wedding update video.
Yeah.
Which we need to go back and watch that.
Yeah, you should link that.
Yeah, I'll put it at the end of this video as one of the recommended videos.
Yeah,
which it's funny because it's going to talk about the direction we were going to take is comics and stuff like that. But no, that did not happen.
It still can, but yeah,
It can. It was something that me and Kyle had planned out, but then Kyle ended up leaving the channel, or as you guys may know him as is Captain Chaos, of course. But it was something we planned. Then once he decided to go, I was like, I feel like there's no point in doing the comics now because I have no one to really discuss the comics with. I mean, I could do it with you, but we haven't really been into comics that much recently.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about too. But
me and Cole had that conversation the other day, actually.
That's so weird.
But yeah, so we got there, we recorded our wedding video so we could look back on to see how we were on that day, which I think we need to do that on our anniversary. We'll do that and eat our wedding cake top.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea. Anyways.
And we mean like the top layer of the cake, not the topper. We're not just gonna eat just like a piece of plastic. Well, we didn't have a topper. I mean, we had flowers, but...
Yeah, the flowers are still on there, actually.
That's kind of cool. Anyway. Okay, so back to
the story.
Yeah.
We keep getting sidetracked a lot on this one.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's fine. It's fine!
But, so we get there that night and everything. Well, we end up going to bed, and because we were so tired, and we go to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night because I heard Josh just heaving in the bathroom.
Yep.
Just non-stop over and over and over, and anytime Josh gets sick, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but anytime Josh gets sick, the blood vessels in his cheeks burst.
Yup.
And when I had gotten in there, they were already, like, busted everywhere. So, I mean, he had already been throwing up a really long time.
Yeah, like, that first time it was like, I'd say at least 10 minutes, but then I would feel okay, I'd go back to bed, an hour later, wake right back up into the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And then other tummy issues start to arrive as well,
So, Josh was really sick with that for, like, 2 days. I mean, it was mainly that night, but then it carried over the next day.
It carried over, like, about the second, I think, by the end of that day, I think I was good that week, because that was when we went out and got ice cream.
Right, and so Josh was fine at that point. That was the second day. I think the third day, we were both like, heck yeah, this is great.
Yeah, because that was when we went to the aquarium.
Okay, yeah, so, well, no. Because, the first time we went to the aquarium.
First time we went to the aquarium.
So, yeah, the third day, we're like, heck yeah, we still have, like, 2 more days beyond this, because I think it was 5 days.
Yeah.
And so we're like, heck yeah, this is great. We're still, we still have 3 days that we can do all this fun stuff that we were planning. That night or the next morning, I got sick. So we must have picked it up from the same person or batch of germs or something.
That's one thing we never figured out. We didn't figure out if it was food poisoning from the catering.
Right.
Because other people ended up getting sick too.
Right.
And then, or if it was someone at the wedding was sick and just didn't tell us.
It hit too fast for that, so I'm wondering if it was bachelorette party.
I don't know, because that was...
I mean, nobody was sick. That's the weird thing. So I think it was probably food poisoning.
That's my best guess. Because what it was for me is, I remember, I don't want to get too graphical, but pretty much the food that we had at the wedding is what was coming up for me.
Right.
So...
But I didn't get sick at that time. I felt totally fine.
Right, so...
We had that one day in between, and then I was sick the rest of the trip. And Josh and I, we'd already made reservations for the aquarium, which we'll talk about that in a second. But our entire honeymoon was just us trading places, barfing everywhere in the bathroom.
Pretty much.
Speaking of barfing everywhere, so that was the thing. The third day, we went to the aquarium. We had a really good time. We were, just doing things. Well, then we found out you can sign up for a thing to meet penguins. And so, I love penguins. I feel like we've talked about this before. We might have.
We might have, but hey, it's okay.
Anyway, so I love penguins. They're like probably one of my favorite animals, if not my favorite, aside from sloths. They're probably like number 2, I guess, behind sloths.
There you are.
Anyway, so we were like, heck yeah, we want to meet some penguins, and you get to feed them and take a picture with them. And it was like $80 or something. I don't remember if it was $80 a person.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Was it $80 a person or $80 total?
I think it was total, because I think it was only 40 for each person, yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, so we bought the tickets because we're like, Josh is feeling better. We'll come back tomorrow. Well, then that next day was whenever I was sick, and I was remotely fine. I was struggling. I was pretty nauseous at that point, I think. Well, Josh drops me off up front so that he can go park the car and I could run up and, get our ticket or whatever. I don't even make it halfway up the ramp, and I just lose all my business right there in the middle of the walkway.
And granted, anytime she's been sick before, she's never wanted me to see her sick. But this time, oh wait, no, this one, that's not the time.
No.
But
so I just, it's so funny because they'll show commercials for the aquarium now on TV, and I'm like, that's the exact spot where I threw up Domino's bread bowl right there.
Yep. And see, so here's the funny part. She throws up. After that, she's good all throughout the penguin thing.
I was gonna go get penguins.
She was fine, and we did that. Yay, heart container. Woo. So we did that. We get back to the hotel. This is my favorite part of the story. So we get back to the hotel, because you said ramp, and that's what made me think.
Yeah, okay, there's a cat.
Yep, we get back to the hotel, and she's been good the entire time. I'm gonna wait before we advance so I can tell the story. So we're going up the ramp to the hotel. She looks at me, just turns so very calmly. She goes, I think I'm gonna be sick. No. Turns, leans over the rail, and just gushes out. And I'm just like there holding her hair, and I'm like, it's a good thing we're seeing this now. We're seeing the worst of each other right off the bat.
It was so funny though, because normally...
No, back. Whoa, be careful, be careful.
Okay, hold on. Cat is attached to Josh's pants. But normally though, I get really panicked anytime I get sick. But at this point, I was so... At this point, though, I was so sick and just so done with everything. I met the penguins. I was done. And so I was just like, fine, I know I'm going to feel better. Josh, I'm going to be...
It was just... And, it wasn't like convulsing vomiting or anything.
No.
It was just turn, open mouth.
It was just a waterfall of pink because I had a pink or a red
the Pepto.
Gatorade. Oh, that
the
Pepto too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was already feeling sick at that point, so it was just all pink, and it was so much liquid. I think I did have a Powerade.
I think so. All right.
Or anyways, Gatorade. Anyway,
let's stop about throwing up. That's what this whole episode's been. Let's advance the plot. World on Tex-Mex. Wow, we've talked about nothing
Adventures
but vomit.
in Vom.
There we go. That's the name of the episode.
The Vom Ventures.
The Vom Ventures. I want to try and get a sip of tea real quick. Hold on. Oh, that's tasty. That is awesome.
What kind of tea did you have this time?
The orange black tea or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Orange is the new black tea. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. Courage. I almost said need. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes.
I thought that said whistlers. I really was not
Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldn't thou listen? Nah, bruh. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Okay.
Now that we're inside of his stomach, no, you almost have a little bit of like a Wharf Stash voice.
It's like a mix
with
between.
The air quote.
It's a mix between like Super Comic Guru, Wharf Stash, and a little bit of Snape, I feel like, as well. Look at this horse.
Hannah and I were talking about Snape earlier because she retook the Sorting House quiz and she is Slytherin. And I was like, yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah, and she was Ravenclaw before, but she is very Slytherin as well.
Ceaselessly uses his vile sorceress powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to a Hyrule. Where it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce.
The Triforce.
The Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods.
Okay, but really though, there's nothing that indicates that it actually is Triforce. You know, there's no dash, no like space in between. So it really does look like Triforce.
Oh, well, okay.
Sorry.
3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule.
That doesn't look golden. Didn't they say golden?
Those are their primary colors. See, they're gold.
Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Furor, the goddess of courage. Fire.
The goddess
Explosions.
of fire.
Reverse explosion.
Implosion, Josh.
Thank you.
I mean, erosion.
Rocks fly through the air. Lightning strikes dead. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Look at her biceps.
I just like, Din.
Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Like thou shalt not be a little bitch.
You're so dumb.
Furor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. And with the rich, she made the snobby.
No, Josh, not that kind of rich.
Yes, it is. Then they wrecked face into each other and became this weird golden triangle. The 3 great goddesses, thou god, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm.
So, I'm gonna actually wait until this is over.
We good?
Mouth exit. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred tree forest.
Triforce.
Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Sap. Nice. Tree puns. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Bill. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was good before you started. Then why did I make you do this? I don't know. Yes, I will pass away soon right now. But do not grieve for me.
Instead, have the best party you have ever seen.
I've been able to tell you of these important matters conveniently before I die. This is Hyrule's final hope.
Okay, his mouth is just hanging open this whole time, though.
Yep. And he's just casually
so
sitting
really,
there
isn't
like...
he just like... But Princess of Destiny, take this stone.
With you, the stone. That man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me.
Okay, for real though. So no one is allowed in or out of Kokiri Forest, right?
Okay.
How did he get in? How
Dear
did Ganondorf
God.
get in?
Josh is asking the real questions. I mean, I feel like he doesn't really follow the rules.
Look at this dank weed.
Look at this photograph.
You got the Kokiri's emerald. This is the spiritual stone
got
of
the
the forest. Now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. I'm not actually supposed to be saying that in this voice. The future depends on the text-based. Thou art courageous.
Mary
Navi
Texmas.
the fairy. No. Help Tex-Mex to carry out my will. I entreat you, Navi. Goodbye.
Okay, so I like how he's like going on into full monologues. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget about this thing. And by the way, here's this great story. Good. Bye. Like he just suddenly just.
I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say.
And apparently, when you die, your skin just moves upward a little bit.
I mean, yeah. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Tex-Mex. Goodbye. Great Deku Tree. he's not one for conversation, is he?
And Link's just, bye. All right. Well, we did it. We beat the Great Deku Tree.
I don't. Maybe we shouldn't beat him. I mean, he did just die.
We already beat him!
So wait, you're standing inside of his carcass right now.
No, not right now, no. This isn't inside of his carcass. This is the pathway that leads to him. See, we can go back this way.
Okay, I thought
And
that
he's there.
I thought
we can
that
go back
was
and view his dead body.
No, I don't want to view his dead
Yep,
body.
we're gonna view his. Look, dead body, and we can still go.
No!
We can still go inside his carcass technically.
I don't wanna.
Well, anyways, we're gonna leave this one here. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this little adventure. If you liked it, be sure you hit that like button. And if you're not a member of the Renegade Squad yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of this beautiful Zelda action. But with that, we're going to get on out of here. I am Josh.
And Tinona.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye.